It's finally here.
If you want a case that actually looks different from the sea of same looking boxes on the market, then check out the new Antec C6 Curve. This thing is all about presentation with a 3-sided curved tempered glass design that gives your build a panoramic look without the usual sharp corner break. But it's not just for show. Antec builds this case around vertical cooling with 3 PWM fans included, support for up to 6 fans, and room for a 360mm radiator up top. It's also ready for back connect motherboards and supports GPUs up to 450mm long and gives you a modern front I/O including a 10 gig Type-C USB. So if you want strong airflow, clean cable management, and a case that actually stands out on camera or on your desk, check out the Antec C6 Curve at the link below.
All right, so I told you guys I finally got my first desktop CNC. We have our 3D printers and now we need the opposite. 3D printers are extrusion, take something small and then make big. We need to take bigger thing, make smaller into thing we want. So this is my Makera Carvera, which is their big version of the, like they had the Carvera Air, and then this is the Carvera, the big one. I bought this, it was just a little over $5,000. And I bought the extra bits and all that because I'm sure I'm gonna burn through some bits learning how to use it. And then like the day after I bought this thing for over $5,000, I got an email from Makera saying, hey, we love your channel. We're wondering if you'd like to check out our stuff.
You could have said yes and just give me the extra one.
Actually, what I told them was nice. They wanted to send the Makera Air, which is fine. It's a smaller one than this. Not much smaller, but it is smaller overall. But I said, you know what? I actually just purchased the Carvera. Let me get familiar with it. Let me get familiar with how to like create a model and turn it into metal that's not destroying our bits and stuff, so I can do a proper review. Part of the thing that really attracted me to Makera was the fact that it's supposed to be extremely easy and intuitive. I don't know if we're gonna get to cutting anything today. There's some things I still want to get for it, like the built-in vacuum system is supposed to suck up all the chips and stuff, because I'm not gonna put metal shavings all over this room, obviously. So we have a spot out in the warehouse we want to use for this. But no, I do not think Phil was like, I wonder if they saw your email. I was like, nope. Because I did a search for Makera in my inbox and they've been emailing me since 2024. That's the problem with public-facing inboxes, is they get slammed. So anyway, this is the big guy though. It's only a little bit bigger than the Air in terms of the bed size, but I need you to get the Gordon Freeman, because we have to open this. Have you ever actually watched, like when you were playing multiplayer, like the arm motion was always like...
Yeah. Have you tried doing it that quickly?
But he's like, yeah, it's like clawing. It's like...
The first litmus test is, if you can get it open, then you can use the products. This tab, they bent back up the wrong way.
Well, you gotta like straighten it out, dude.
No, as long as the little...
Well, if they go straight out, then this will lift up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, got it. So I already failed. It's like two cavemen open a crate. The only OSHA I know is when I go, oh shit, when something happens. Hello, my finger was there.
Oh, sorry.
I got it.
Okay.
I just ordered it. It's like already loose. It's just hammering for no reason.
He's doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah. I'm loving the tab.
It's not very often I get to bang on something because it's like the process.
We are trusting the process.
It's 66 kilograms, if anyone's wondering the weight, which isn't like ridiculously heavy, but it's a bit awkward because it's so large. Dude, look at this. Can we use this for something? We have to be able to use this for something. I did get some of the accessories for it. What I didn't get, though, I didn't realize was like the vacuum system and stuff, so I'll probably order some of that. But now that's some silica right there.
It's like a silica packet Pro Max.
Huh? Oh, I was gonna throw it at the glass to see if it stuck because it has an adhesive pad. Hey!
I had to like...
Wait, no. Hey!
Carnival games always banned me. I was too good at them.
Oh, you were that guy?
I was that guy. Oh my god, I'm losing my side.
Which side?
The left side.
I got it.
Okay. Oh. Jake did this by himself.
I can't see. He's determined.
Ah, fingers. There's not much of a gap. At least on the side. Yeah, that was easy. From the back, it just looks like a toaster oven.
It's an air fryer and a toaster.
It is bigger than I thought it was.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing here, but that's part of the fun here. So, big old chunky power button.
That's how all PC power buttons should be.
Ooh.
Dang, soft. Oh,
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
We are so easily.
I know. Oh, did it give you the little like?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is pretty cool too because what the Air doesn't have, I believe, what this one does is automatic tool changing. So that's cool because if the model requires different bits, instead of like beep, please change bit, it'll just park the bit and grab the new one all on its own. This is our, we need to cut that, I guess. Yeah, that's all strapped down. So that's the tool kits and stuff. What I didn't get, which I almost did, but I decided not to, was the fourth axis. So this is a 3-axis here, obviously. The 4th axis basically almost looks like a lathe, but the part can then be rotated while the bit is doing its thing. So instead of the bit rotating, the part rotates and it can do round things in 3D space. I figure when I get more confident with how to use it, then I can worry about adding the complication of the 4th axis. But that piece by itself was, I think, like $600 or something like that. I could be wrong, but I just remember I was like, had it in the cart and I couldn't make up my mind and I was like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna say screw it and we'll start with the basics here. Okay, so I figured before stepping up though to a larger format with a bigger bed, I should at least learn the basics on this, which is the point of this. And this is gonna be perfect. Like, I know one of the first things I wanna make with this is a proper retention bracket for my LN2 pot for my 5090. But it's cool, you can see it has have lubrication here if needed. I have no idea.
I think that's air. So it just blows the air.
Well, that's what this is.
That's vacuum.
So it sucks and blows.
Nice.
It's Mega Maid, sir. She's gone from stuck to blow. Spaceballs 2 can't come soon enough. Yeah, next year. They already wrapped filming. Okay, so this is obviously where the different tools will park. We got labeled 1 through 5. I guess you would just have to tell the software which tool is in whatchamacallit. And then there's a green one back there that says change, so I don't know what that is. Let's see what's in the toolkits. The thing I don't know, and maybe Nick, you can start looking through here. Okay, if you're wondering what this is a light filter that can go on the box because this also can be a laser cutter. I don't have the laser attachments to this. It's apparently not the greatest laser cutter. I've watched a lot of reviews. People have said, yes, you can etch things, you can laser cut small like plastics and whatnot, but that it's really slow. Because I don't believe it's a CO2. It might be a CO2. Okay, well then it does have the laser. I didn't realize it had the laser automatically.
That's probably for like homing, because if it's the laser.
No, this is also a laser cutter. So that's why they give you the filter that goes up in here. Because obviously you don't want laser light bouncing off crap and suddenly like, ow, my eyes!
Oh look, they had instructions how to unpack it.
Inside of it.
Inside of it.
Nice.
I love it. Wow. I love when that happens.
Just like Origin.
That was like the Origin crates where like the little one sheet was on top of everything inside the crate to tell you how to take it out of the crate. Instead of like taping it to an envelope packed to the outside of the crate, it was inside the crate. All right, what do we got here? Nick's looking at the manual, which by the way is very colorful and very high res.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It looks like a book.
Huh?
Like
This is one of them. There's a whole lot more.
Does it talk about what software and stuff is recommended?
Yeah, there's a chapter on that.
Maybe one of the first things we should do is probably put that filter on just in case.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Famous last word.
Yes.
I won't be blind because I have green filter.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Oh, hey, look at that. They gave us stickers like, hey, she uses goggles, safety first.
Oh, that's funny.
We have our work cut out for us on how to use this thing. Well, this just says accessories. This one says materials, and this one says toolkits. Now, I did order the one that's supposed to have the big toolkit with it. If I didn't get it, I'm gonna be very upset. Yep, this is the toolkit, the big toolkit right here. So they probably put a different box in here depending on what you order, but this has all the extra. That is the fanciest screw organizer I have ever seen.
That is some pretty hardware. Holy crap.
Wow. I'll leave these accessories in here for now until they call for them. I'm already overwhelmed. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So this examples guide almost looks like it walks you through the whole process of like making this sign right here. So this is the PCB material, as you can see, copper layer and then board layer, apparently. Looks like the copper is separate from the board. Or there's just two, oh, there's two of them.
Pieces,
Yeah. I was like, why do they have this all silica sealed and stuff? I'm like, well, then again, think about the humidity of the region this came from, right?
See, that's the size the 12-volt high-power pin should be.
Ground and 12 volt, two of these.
Like,
Like that's the size of the plane. But this is already assembled, the PCB here, but it has spare parts too. Like, yeah, see, it's already assembled. But this is what that PCB thing looks like when cut, like carved down to size and whatnot. So this is complete right here. Like I'm sure if I plug that into light or to a power source right now, it would light up. But here's all of the raw materials right there to make another one from scratch. Here we have a chunk of aluminum. It's an aluminum, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And then this, what is this? ABS plastic. That's a chunk of plastic right there. Holy moly. Yeah, so this is what that has to mill the base out of. So it builds it mills it out of that. And then these are the two acrylic sides. And then this guy right here, this is the baseboard, waste board. Yeah, so this is what goes on here, because the tool has to go all the way through the material, right? And it can't go into this. So it goes into the waste board. These materials are simply for building the sign, which is something I think we should see about doing, but it ain't gonna happen today. Let's see what else we have in the accessories here. So I have a power cable, a USB cable, a spare dust filter, safety goggles, laser goggles, the bit collars I showed you, spare tool bit times 30. Okay, iPhone, iPad holder, emergency stop button, and manual tool setter, and the laser protective film. Okay, so this is everything that was in the accessory box. These are the spare bits that I had talked about, right? I know I ordered a toolkit or spare bits or whatever. It's either this or this, I don't know. I think I got them. Okay, so here is the tablet / phone holder, which goes, you guys can't really see it. It goes right there. So this is where the USB goes, which would plug into the tablet or phone, which needs to be USB-C. This mounts right there. Right, and then that gives us a place to put that, and that can launch the software and such for the Carvera. This is a manual tool setter. I don't know. See how it's got a corner on there? I'm assuming you would put this like on the corner of the material, and then it uses this to figure out where it's at. I guess I don't know. We have to learn the setup procedure. Power cord, laser protection, eye protection, manual stop or emergency stop button. 2 replacement switches for the access switch that's on the actual unit right here. So it replaces that switch if we ever need to replace the switch. We have 2 of those. A whole bunch of these extra collars. Now the collars, I believe, go on the tool bits. We'll have to double check that. You can see here I've got corn bits. I don't know what that is. Maybe some of the machinists in the chat can tell me what the hell a corn bit is. Drill bits and then general bits. Spare filter, wireless probe, some spare screws. And it's a pretty nice setup. I'm not gonna lie, like it doesn't feel like some Kickstarter thing, although it did start on Kickstarter, and they have a Kickstarter right now that just finished on their 3rd product, but I guess they've got more than $1 million or something on that Kickstarter. All right, so we've gone ahead and got the software installed. We've got CAM installed, which is their computer-aided modeling software, and then we have the controller installed. We now have we've used the controller connected to the hotspot that is blasted out by the Makera, and then we got the Makera set on our wireless. Makera, if you're watching this, it's probably not a good idea that in the log that's visible, that it just shows the Wi-Fi password. You might want to consider some OPSEC stuff there, or some security, and not just blast out the Wi-Fi password. So
I got asterisks,
Yeah, asterisks or something. It's like, here's the password, just
plain text.
full alphanumeric visible. That is so bad. Like right here, you can see where this log is right now, right? Connection failed. That's because we're no longer connected to it directly. Go back on our Wi-Fi, but it was just right there, like Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, just shown to the world. So now we have to test the auto changer, And yes, we do have a video that's up in the back here that we were kind of using just for some visual reference too. Their manual's good, but I learn personally by watching someone do something better than reading how to do it myself. So now we need to test the auto changer. It says change to tool 1. The tools that are pre-installed in the machine is tool 6, which is the test rod. Click tool status, and then click change. And then it says choose tool 1. Boop. Now it should park tool 6, which is in there right now. And now it should grab tool 1. Yeah, I saw the little laser. So, see the little laser? It's like, oh, there you are.
So cool. Robots are so cool.
Beep boop. Beep boop beep. All right, so it changed the bid. It said observe that there were no errors. The bid is attached. We also locked the dust cover out of the way so you guys can see. So if you notice it doesn't go up and down right now, it's because we locked it just so you can see. It says change to wireless probe. If no error occurred, then test wireless probe. We gotta change our probe. It's very important to keep your probe nice and fresh. So it's gonna put away tool 1. Now there is a pairing process for the probe, but it said in the manual that this probe is already paired to this machine, but if you had to replace it, there is a pairing process that you would have to go through. All right, so the tool changer is working. Nick, we must recreate what the manual says. Okay. All right, so I can't leave this without something being cut. And what we're gonna do now is this is for the display board, the display sign thing. We have enough material to actually make 2 signs because we have that PCB that's already built and we have the other PCB we need to cut and build, and we have enough material to cut 2 bases and there's 2 acrylic pieces and stuff. I'm sure this is because if you screw up, they want you to have extras. If we make it through one without problems, it'd be fun to do another one. So I had to cut the wasteboard down to the size of the acrylic piece. It's not absolutely perfect, neither is theirs. So we need to go ahead and mount the anchor. Nick, go ahead and mount the anchor right here in the corner. So step 1 is cut the 2mm MDF board to the size of 150 by 180. Step 2 is remove the protective film on the top, so only on one side. Obviously, we don't want the part touching our wasteboard unprotected, but when I'm ready, I'll undo that. Acrylic scratch is so easy, it sucks. But anyway, fix the acrylic board to the wasteboard and the wasteboard to the table as shown in the figure. Align it to the L bracket at anchor point 1. Okay, also too, I need to make a correction. I had said that this is for like putting on the corner of your piece and indexing, right, the height and all that stuff. It's actually for if you can't, for whatever reason, your project can't start on anchor 1 or anchor 2, you have to still tell the project or the printer, wow, the carver, where 0 is on the G-code. So you would put this corner in the corner of your piece, right? Let's say it's here. And then you plug this into the port right here for the manual, tools, the tool, whatever this is called, I forgot, the manual, whatever.
Probe, I think.
Manual probe, yeah. And then it'll come probe the corner and then it will set the G code up based on now it knows where it is on the bed. So that's what this was for. But because we are using the corner on their sample project, we don't have to worry about that because we are going to use anchor point 1, which is quite literally where it says to put it. Yeah. These suckers are meant to fit on there tight. Okay, now we need to use the long screws because there's 2 different length screws. There's short, which is going to be for using like the side clamps and such like this, which these pieces are designed to just squeeze the piece together within these holes. Because if you're carving something that goes all the way to the edge, you obviously can't have the bracket overlapping on the top of the piece. So the short screws are for those or these top clamps. It's also really important to note while doing all of this, the printer is off and should be unplugged, but it's not. It is off. Obviously you don't want it on during any of this stage. Now the projects files for this are already pre-installed on the printer. When you're on the app, you can load files from the laptop to the printer if they're not already on there, or you can just access the printer, and I'll show you that in a second, for the files that are already on there.
CNC. We keep calling it.
I know.
It's
Please
gonna
just universally know when I'm using the Macara and I say printer, I mean the CNC, okay? That's what I mean. Okay, so now we need to put these in the corner, nice and flushed down. Look out, HRE. I'm gonna start making wheels now. Considering those CNCs that we saw, I mean, I'm sure HRE is terrified of my CNC versus their CNCs. I mean, they may have been $10, $15 million a piece, but we all started somewhere. I'll make really little wheels. Okay, step 4, turn on. Step 3, check if the milling bits are in the right position. They're already loaded in the position they need to be because the setup portion had us put these in a certain order, and it obviously is matching the test project because that's what they're setting us up for. But you have to arrange the bits based on projects. So if you have custom projects that use a certain kind of bit, and I'm assuming when you model it, it's gonna know what kind of bit it needs to do a certain cut, and it, I think, should tell you what bits go where, hopefully. We're gonna find out real quick. Number 4, turn on the machine. Also too, this is not a power button, it's another e-stop. You got the we mean business e-stop, and then the that's messing up, boop, just stop it. Step 5, open the control software to connect to Carvera. I've already done that technically. I can click open root, go to examples, go to LED, and now we are gonna do the acrylic piece right here. Now they have a bunch of different files for the acrylic. There's a Spider-Man model, there's an R2-D2, there's just like a human, like almost like a crash dummy head, and then there's the Carvera very detailed looking sign that's like in the photos. I really like the R2-D2, so I'm gonna go with that one. So if I click select, it'll load it in right here. So you can see right now we got R2-D2. I like that. So step 7, open the task configuration and operation dialog box. It's actually this gear, even though it's not labeled as such. It says start running G-code task, so it's not called the same thing. We thought that was just gonna immediately start the print. I don't think it will. There we go. So now we have to like actually tell it where it's at, it looks like. So step 8, set working coordinate to X offset 15, and then the Y offset set to 25, and that is relative to anchor 1, which is where we are right now. Let's see, step 10, check the auto Z probe option. So now we have set path origin, offset 5.5. Now that's gonna matter because of the thickness of your material. So there's probably some manual measuring that you're gonna have to do as well. Like whatever the thickness of your material is, plus the wasteboard thickness, I think that's probably what got Jake when he broke his bit when he was testing on that. I didn't watch the entire video like word for word, so I may be wrong, but anyway. Check the auto leveling option. So they're both set to 5. Check the configuration and click run. Do you think it's gonna succeed?
I think so.
Phil, I think we need some really dramatic music here.
Dang, you responded quick.
I know, wow. Now one thing we didn't show you guys is that we can go in and manually set the vacuum options. I'm gonna probably end up getting the external blower function that basically attaches to that tube right there, which just gives constant puffs of air on the bit to keep any of the chips from getting in the way. It just gives you cleaner cuts that way. And then I do want to get the external vacuum, which is stronger than the internal one, just to keep as much of the mess from making its way out of the case as possible. But right now, this is just a good place to get started. Since we're simply engraving the acrylic, it shouldn't be that big of a deal since we're not cutting away much material. It's probably only gonna go a fraction of a millimeter into the material, honestly. Okay, I thought this might have been quiet enough to leave, but no. Hey, look at that.
Actual CNC work is happening.
It's doing stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't make the model and all we did was hit go, but still it's doing a thing. Now, one thing I didn't think about with the apron down around the bit, which as you can see is not really doing a good job of collecting the dust because I think the acrylic's coming off hot, so it's a little sticky. But because we didn't lock it up, I think I should have, because now I'm worried that it's rubbing those bits around the chips of the acrylic and maybe scratching the acrylic. Fortunately, the acrylic can easily be polished again if I need to. But I think what I would have done for something like that, which is doing like surface engraving, I probably would have locked it up one position. Also too, I don't think the vacuum turned on very high, if at all, because I forgot to show you guys in the settings, we can adjust the power of the vacuum. It's not really doing a very good job of picking up any of those chips, but it's going to tool 1 now.
There you go.
Whoa. That scared me.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it's creating the...
It's not messing around with that bit.
Okay, I got it now. So that's, yeah, it's got that shape. Dang, that piece is just. I like how the collection bin's the only thing that's clean.
Irony, yeah.
Okay, Nick, we're gonna need that shop back.
Yeah.
So step 13 says move the machine to the clearance position after the operation is completed to reduce the interference to subsequent operations. This is where it's not clear in either manual. So if we click the hamburger button here and then we go to manual control, we think just hitting home, it just says move the machine to the clearance position. Like it doesn't say move it to home or anything like that, but I'm assuming that's what's about to happen. And then it says use a vacuum to clean the area, then remove the board. So just to kind of show you guys, we can turn the vacuum on manually. That's what I expected to hear. But now we know we need to do this manually, apparently. It wasn't in this G code. I think it might be capable of being in some of the G code, but whatever. Alrighty, so now I've got to Haha!
Dang.
And then it still had the plastic on it right there.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Dude.
it can stand to be a little cleaned, but let me take the emery board. This is what that sanding thing was for. There we go.
Dude, that looks sick.
Hey! Can start incorporating things in our builds. Yeah, there are some scratches on it. I can see through the lighting. Yeah, there are some scratches like at the bottom. Kind of hard to see, but. All right, well, this is where we're gonna end this video. I think we'll probably play around next week with seeing how, maybe making the rest of the project. The cool thing is that I have 2 pieces of aluminium, and it's 2 pieces, but only one little corner that gets used, we think, for a button, or maybe in the middle somewhere. But the other piece is perfect for me to make my bracket out of that I need for the back plate of my 5090 LN2 pot. All right, time to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think we should make with this. I think this is gonna be perfect for making custom signage inside of builds. Not just brackets, but I can start maybe messing around with distro plates or distro blocks to connect components together. I've seen people do those types of builds where there's no tubing. They just end up making custom distro everything, which I think would look kind of neat. So honestly, the only thing that we're limited by is the bed size and our creativity. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm not saying thank you to Makara because I paid them for this. So anyway, maybe I will take them up on checking out the Air. Right? They're interested in sending us an Air, and they said, hey, we're thrilled that you bought one of our units. They did not see my email when the order came in because I used a different email, but they were like, hey, we're excited to support your projects in any way that we can. So I think I need to order the external vacuum to be a little bit cleaner. And yeah, so time to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and
4th axis.
yeah, I guess.
So I guess coughing and saying 4th axis does work because look, 4th axis.
I guess I forgot to take it out of the cart. Now bring out the other thing. This is the tool kit, the bit kit I got.
It came today while we were filming the video, so that's why.
But it came like
Separately.
Yeah.
way after the printer did.
Yeah, because you said you got the printer a month ago, right?
Well, I ordered it like maybe 3 weeks ago, and then it came like a week ago.
Yeah.
So look at how many bits we. I figured while we're learning, we're probably gonna break some.
Yeah, good point. Good point. That's a smart move.
Where's the small box? What was in the small box?
Nice.
Okay, well, Phil got his wish. Phil, can you wish for like $10 million real quick?
$10 million per person everywhere here. Oh.
Damn it.